Good morning, it's Vlogmas day 2 and it's Monday and Martin's just gone to work, so there is me, Isaac, Bronte, Tom and Layla here. I think we are heading to York today to the Christmas market, and then Bronte, Tom and Layla will be heading back down to Leicester, back home, and then we won't see them again till Christmas Eve. So that's going to be sad, although it's going to be nice to get my house back, I have to say, because it's all upside down. As much as it's lovely having them here, it's really, stressing me out actually, because I haven't got the biggest of houses, and fitting all these adults in, along with a toddler that is destructive with everywhere she goes, is, messing with my head somewhat. It's been lovely though, but yeah. So that's the plan today. I am wearing Halloween pyjamas because why not? And got to get myself sorted, do something with this mop, and then we'll see what the day brings.
Do day 2, look. What is it? Can you wave? Can you wave at the baby?
Back from York, it was a very short trip to be honest, because the weather was awful and I felt a little bit sick when I got to York, so wasn't feeling too good. But we had a quick look round and I did take a little bit of footage, so I will insert that. Well, you might have just seen it actually. But yeah, I was a little bit disappointed if I'm honest this year. I mean, I've been loads of times because York is my nearest city really, and normally it's really good, and it might be better on an evening, but during the day it was, I think most of the stalls were just sort of food stalls now. There's not really much else to look at, which was a shame. But anyway, it was nice to get out and about anyway, and I'm back now and I've just been having a little weep because they've gone home. Saying goodbye to Layla is always really hard because the house just goes from bedlam to absolute quietness, and whilst that's lovely, and it is lovely, and I've been looking forward to it, I think I mentioned that this morning, didn't I, that I was looking forward to just having a bit of peace again, it's always really that initial bit, when they first go, is really hard. So I've been having a little weep anyway, so I thought I would come on and talk to you guys and show you what I bought, because I did buy a couple of things. I wanted to nip into boys because I'm going to make another doll for Layla for Christmas. Now, last year, I think I did it as part of a gift to November, but I made a mouse doll for Layla, and then I made another one for Christmas for her, and then another one at Easter. And these patterns are the Studio Seren patterns. I will leave a link to her down below, but I'll put a couple of pictures of the kind of dolls that she does here. They are incredible. They're so beginner friendly. Her instructions are brilliant. And the aesthetic is just beautiful. So in fact, I've got the mouse doll here because the arm's fallen off. So let me just grab her and I'll show you. So here she is, minus an arm. The arm's here, look. This is the one that I first made for Bronte last year. Well, for Layla, actually. And she is really pretty. She's beautiful. But yeah, her arm isn't stitched on very well, so I need to reattach that. So Bronte brought it back with her, and I'm going to do that so that when they come up at Christmas, she's got her doll. But yeah, she's just so cute. So I made those for her, and I want to make another one. She's always bringing out new patterns, and I bought the pattern to make the deer, which I thought would be very sort of Christmas appropriate, and I am going to make that. But also she's brought out a sort of carry case for them. I'll insert a picture of that here as well, and it's just gorgeous. So I wanted some fabric to make the deer, because the fabric that I've got, I have got like a sort of a bit of a, not a stash as such, but a few little fabrics to make the dolls out of, all the different fleshy colours and things. But the deer has like a bit like this on the head that is brown. I didn't have any brown in my stash. It's not a colour I keep, to be honest. So I thought I'll nip into Boys and see if they've got anything. And when I was chatting to Bronte about making a carry case for the deer, she said it would be really nice to have it green. So I thought I would have a look and see if what they've got in Boys in York, because it's a much better selection than my local Boys here close to me. So I got some grey. No, it's not grey. It's not even green. It is brown. It is brown cotton poplin. I'm really sorry the lighting's not good. The light is fading now. We're about 3:45. And as I say, it's been a really dismal afternoon weather-wise. It's getting really cold again and raining. So it's getting dark really early today. But yeah, just got some brown cotton poplin. I just got 1/2 metre of that, which was £3 to make the bits that I need to make for the deer. And then they had this green, which is a chambray canvas, it says. And the fabric that you need for the carry case, she's very good. She's very sort of detailed with exactly the kind of things you need. So she mentioned that you need, to get the carry case to sort of stand up and be very structured, which it needs to be, then you need to use canvas ideally for the outer. So I was going to get some from Pound Fabrics, but I think on Pound Fabrics it's about £8.50 a metre, which is fine. But then I spotted this in Boys, and this was £4 a metre, and it's a decent canvas really, and the colour's nice with it being a nice sort of forest green. So yeah, so I bought that as well. I got 1 metre of that for £4. And then I spotted this, which is totally off topic, but it's just gorgeous. The lady that served me said that they only got this in last week, and I thought it would be lovely for Layla. So I got 1 metre of this. This is a cotton jersey. It's just so pretty with the little fairies on, and the unicorns and the horses and the little butterflies. It's just lovely, and the colours are right for her as well. So I thought I would make Layla a little dress out of that, just a long sleeve t-shirt style dress, but with a gathered skirt on. So I got 1 metre of that. That was £12 a metre. And then I've come home to, that's it, that's all I bought. Didn't buy anything else, didn't go into socialising. As I say, we just had a quick look round because the weather was rubbish, and then went back to the car and came home. But I also ordered from Studio Seren. She gives you a link to her Amazon storefront where she suggests all the different sort of bits and pieces that you need. And I know when I've made these dolls before, she mentions doll needles, and it isn't something that they sell in the Boys or anything like that. So I ordered these from Amazon, from her storefront directly, and these are them. These are hemline ones, I think. Yeah, so they're like really long needles that help to, when you're doing the embroidering for the eyes and the nose and all that kind of stuff, you go through the back of the head. It sounds really brutal, doesn't it? But yeah, you go through the back of the head to sort of tie off the thread, etc. So you need longer needles, which is what these are. So I'll be interested to use these because I haven't ever used anything like that before. So I got those. I ordered those last week. They did say they would be here Wednesday this week, but it's Monday and they've arrived, which is really good. And I have also come back to my Beyond the Pink door box, which has arrived today. So we can open that in a second. But before we do that, let's go for the calendar again. So I'm going to leave Ruan and Tamlin's last. And Tamlin and Ruan and I have been chatting on our little WhatsApp group already today. And both of them were saying that on Instagram, I think a few people have been sharing what's in the calendars, which I get people are going to want to do, aren't they? Because people are excited and enjoying it and all that kind of stuff. But we were sort of warning each other not to look at certain people's stories on Instagram if we hadn't opened our calendars yet, because it would spoil the surprise. But anyway, we'll start with Kylie and the machine. So we'll go to day 2. So on day 2, it says, when you sew something that's just oh so good. So let's have a look at this then and see what this is. I just hope it's not a tea bag. It's not going to be a tea bag, is it? Let's face it, because we know it's labels. Right, okay. So today we have 2 labels again, and we have, what does it say? Oh, Chef's Kiss. Look at that. So we've got 2 of those little labels today, which are lovely. And then we'll move on to Jazz and Wow. So we need day 2. I was watching Ruan's last night. No, that's day 7. I need my specs on because I can't read. I was watching Ruan's Vlogmas last night, and she made a good point about actually being prepared and getting the right day's Advent gift ready to open on camera. And I guess that as we go through the days and the gifts get less and less and less, that's going to be easier, isn't it? But certainly at the moment, that might be something we do. Anyway, I have got day 2. So we'll open day 2 and see what we have today. Oh, I've got a feeling this is jewellery because we've got a little box, look. This is exciting. Let's see what is in here. Oh, they're gorgeous. We've got some beautiful little earrings. Look at these. They're really lovely. Little green earrings. And you can see what they will look like. They're gorgeous. Thank you, Becky. I really like those. I need a new earring stand because I've filled, I think I said this the other day, I'd filled 3 earring stands. I haven't, I've filled 4. It's really bad. Please excuse my messy hair because, as I say, I've been out in the rain. I did curl it before we went out, and yeah, wow. Right, let's go on to day 2. So Ruan has done even numbers, which means I have to look in here for day 2, and it's not Ruan actually. Day 2 is Tamlin's. So this is Tamlin's day 2, which is here. I'm going to be really disappointed Christmas morning when I wake up and I have nothing to open. Oh, look at this. Babes support babes. That is just gorgeous. That is just really nice. And yeah, it's absolutely true. Absolutely true. Thank you, Tamlin. I love that. I will find somewhere to display that in my sewing room. Lovely. So that's the advent calendars. Right, let's move on to the Beyond the Pink door box. I didn't know whether to do this as a separate vlog actually, but to be honest, it's enough just getting one vlog up a day during December. So we will keep the sewing content as part of this vlog as well. Right, so today we have the Think Pink subscription box. Is this number 33? I am not sure. I can't remember. I can't remember where we are with it, but we shall see when we open the box. And I'll put my glasses down. I should stick them on my head. So we have Winter Wonderland, and yeah, this is box 34, not 33. Last month was 33. This month we are 34. It contains 2.5 meters of fabric. There are three colorways. I can't even read. Gorgeous colour tissue paper this month. Very appropriate for this time of year. So let's open and see what we have inside. Does that really annoy you? Tissue paper. Ooh, East of India. I love East of India stuff. It is just so beautiful. Look at that bag. So that's one side and that's the other. Yeah, it's just so nice. What have we got in here? So in here we've got a few nice little bits and pieces. We have Cadbury's Animals. I'm going to eat those before Martin gets home from work and before my son comes back downstairs, because he's upstairs gaming, I think, at the moment. We've got a reel of Gutterman thread in this beautiful sort of, it looks like a sort of bluey, indigo-y, Cadbury's purpley type of colour. It's stunning. And then we have a pack of self-covered buttons. I still need to perfect how to use these because, yeah, I'm not very good, I'll be honest. But I do have one of the button covery things somewhere. It's down here somewhere. Unless Layla's moved it, which is not beyond the realms of possibility because she's been rooting around in my sewing room. I do make sure that obviously anything that could hurt her is well out of her reach. But yeah, she does have a little mooch about in here. She's been pulling all my balls of wool out from under my cutting table. And then we have this, which says whatever that says, because when I'm looking at it, it's reading backwards. So let me stick my glasses on again so I can read it. It says Wonderland Seed Ball. So what's this then? Oh, what are these? Are these... So that's the little card that comes with it, and then inside is blank. And then on the other side it says, wildflower seeds in balls of clay, peat-free compost and chili powder. Simply scatter onto bare soil. Seeds are naturally protected from being eaten by birds and insects. Keep well watered for seeds to germinate. Sprouts seen in 2 to 4 weeks. Chili powder deters slugs and snails from eating the shoots. Oh, wonderful. You know what? If I didn't have my glasses on, I'd have thought they were like little chocolate protein balls and probably started chomping on one and then be thinking, this doesn't taste very nice. They're lovely. That's something that I'll probably do with Layla. I just need to check when we can sew them. Can we sew them now, or is it the right time of year, or do we have to do it in spring? I'm not sure. Anyway, just seeing the fabric. Oh my gosh. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. It's an Ecovero by Poppy Fabrics. No, Pom Fabrics. Viscose. Oh, I'd love to see the other colourways. I love mine. It's beautiful. Look at that. I mean, I love florals. Florals are my thing. And the colours are great for me because these are cool. I know it's got some orange in there, but the sort of the base colour, the blue, is a cool blue. And it's coming up a bit darker on screen, but I think that's because of the lighting, with it being the time of day, than it is in real life. It's more of a royal blue, I would say, than a navy. It's looking quite navy on screen, but it's more of a royal blue. And then you've got the lilac and the sort of cream with the orange accents around the flowers. It's gorgeous. Love it. 2.5 meters of that. I haven't seen this anywhere. I don't know how she does it every month. She finds fabrics that are beautiful and in prints and colours that we just haven't seen elsewhere. She's amazing, isn't she? Gorgeous. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Andrea. We're at 15 minutes. So I'm going to put these away. And then I am going to go and not cry because these things are making me happy, which is lovely. So Martin gets home from work tonight about 7:15. So we will do Beamus and what's the other thing we've got to do? Pipermus as well before he gets home. Obviously, you're not going to see the rest of Laylamus, if we call it that, opening her bluey advent calendar, because I've given it to them to take away with them, obviously, because I'm not going to see them now or Christmas Eve. So she's taken that home with her. But what I was thinking of doing, just something a little bit different, I was thinking about doing a live as one of my Vlogmases. So doing the calendar opening with me and Martin live one evening. What do you reckon? Let me know if you're up for that. I don't know which date yet. I will have to check my diary to make sure it's a date that I'm not working, but I thought that might be fun. So anyway, we shall see. We'll see how we get on and see what you think to that, because I don't think anybody else has done that yet. And I thought it might be a nice idea to do a quick sort of 20-minute live where we can have a quick chat, and yeah, we'll see. Anyway, see what you think. Let me know, and I'll speak to you a bit later. Bye.
Are we filming?
Yes.
Oh, I'm just going to stand here looking at the camera like... Hello, Piper. What time is it? It's Pipermas. And we are looking for number 2, which after some help I know just happens to be...
Because he's done the man thing and he stands there looking at it saying, I can't find number 2. And I've said, if you just move the gravy bones slightly, you might see the numbers behind them and be able to find number 2. And anyway, even if you can't, they're all the same.
But that's not the point. You wouldn't open day 4 on an advent calendar if you were a child.
No, because they've all got different things in.
We've got a poor dog here looking at me with expectation.
I know, he's probably drooling.
Sit. Or. Other one. No, other one. Good boy. Touch. Watch. Oh, you're clever. Gently. Gently. Good boy. You are clever. Ah, here we are. Pipermas followed by Beermas. So today, as with the dog, is number 2. You wouldn't expect me to open day 17, would you?
I was filming your chest then and not your head. You need to just make sure you don't get mixed up one day with like you having the gravy bone and the dog having the beer.
Might be nice.
No, really won't.
Number 2. Oh.
Number 2.
And it's a can of beer.
Is it?
Amazing. Oh, and today we have...
Can you read it today?
Espiga.
Espiga? Who makes that then? Can you read
It's
who
all,
makes it?
It's all beer
No,
52.
it says there, look at the top. Try and read that.
You're cruel, man.
Old eyes. Go
Old
on then.
eyes.
You can have a drink before
Can I
tea.
have a drink? I'm being watched. We've got a dog.
You've had a long day at work, haven't you, love?
I had a very long... Oh, it's a stout!
We'll be happy then.
I'm happy. Ooh.
Is it nice?
Just a bit. You'd like this.
Can I try it?
Yes, you can. Would you like me to turn you around so you can
No,
deceive?
it's fine. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, exactly.
That's quite nice.
But it's mine.
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 Right, I have just come on just to finish off day 2's vlog, and I'm a bit gutted because I have started knitting this. So I was talking about the Studio Seren dolls earlier, and she has a pattern. This is a free pattern for a doll blanket for the cribs that I showed you earlier as well. So she does them in 3 sizes: small, medium and large, depending on which size you are making for which size doll you are making, if that makes sense. So I'm doing the large, which fits the large doll, well, the standard size doll, and the crib that matches that doll, if that makes sense. So you can only access this if you are in her Facebook group, and you only get access to her Facebook group if you have bought one of her patterns, if that makes sense. So within there she has quite a few free patterns that are for accessories and hacks, etc., with the dolls. So yeah, it's a really good resource. So anyway, I picked up this free pattern. It's just a basket weave knitting pattern for a blanket, and I thought this would be a really straightforward, simple sew, because it literally is knit stitches and purl stitches, and you obviously just back and forth forever. Easy sewing, no, easy knitting in front of the TV, because I wanted to knit something, but I didn't want to have something that was like mega involved. Anyway, I have chosen this yarn from my stash. This is a Stylecraft acrylic, which is going to be fine for this doll, for Layla, for the deer. And I started it last night and I got almost 2 pattern repeats up, and it was sort of going off at a slant, and I was doing these stitches thinking this doesn't look right, I'm doing something wrong, and then I've noticed that I've dropped a stitch, which is really frustrating. And I can't frog back 1 or 2 lines. I have to rip the whole lot back and start again, which is what I've done. So I am going to have my tea, restart this, and just enjoy the rest of the evening. So that's it for day 2. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.